All right, all right, all right. Welcome to episode 3 of the MMA Pod. We are live and direct. We are actually doing the commentary for doing the commentary for the Bad Boys versus the Pirates, week 3 of the MMA season. Uh, with that being said, you got your boy BG here, my guy Darius, my
Yeah.
boy G Money, fresh off of a dub and a double double on top of that. And we got a special guest this week, the number one overall pick from the MMA draft, Austin in the building.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us. So we're going to provide some commentary for this game. And as we do so, we're going to talk about some different things. You know, we got the All-Star break coming up. We're going to get into the All-Stars. We got the award races we got to keep in mind. So we're going to talk about that. And we're talking about this matchup here between the two big reds, Chris and Hunter. You know, preseason there was a lot of talk between Chris and Hunter. Chris might have been
Mostly
doing
from
most of it.
Chris' side.
Yeah. But this was supposed to be the matchup he was looking for. So let's see how it goes.
Well,
Quick.
don't.
But
Hey,
just a little
BG.
perspective, the Pirates are in a desperate spot right now. They need a W.
Yeah.
And don't forget the first time we had this matchup, said move Phil to guard Hunter, and we were deprived of it. So I'm wondering if the same thing happens this game.
This is very true. I guess we got to see them in a set defense. I was looking to see that early on to see whether we're gonna have Phil on Hunter again.
Right, aggressive boy.
Hey,
boy.
so what you thinking though? What do you think is like the keys to the Pirates winning this game? Because like you said, this is must win for them pretty much.
Is Ryan on his guard?
I
think he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
That's one of the keys.
So between that and their best offense has been transition. Their half court offense just has no continuity. So if Hunter gets that board, Robbie, I mean, he can create, he can do whatever, but just go quick. Yeah. Don't give said team an opportunity.
And everything is a half second. No, yeah. I'm not trying to be like speaking on nobody, but the point, everything is a half second. Like the Reeds is a half second too late.
Yeah, we keep it 100, bro. We keep it 100.
Dude is a great shooter. He has weapons around him. I'm like everyone on his team could shoot the ball. Like I feel like he might just not even need to do any dribble animations. Just L2, look to see who's open, and then boom, make the pass when they need it. Because he got like an 89 passing. So they'll get there. It's just the Reeds is just a half second too late.
Yeah. Early watching, right now, the Pirates look to be super aggressive trying to go to the basket this game. That's completely different from, what I saw last game. Now, mind you, we tuned in the second half, so I don't know how the first half started. But they look like they're super aggressive.
He just wasn't letting them. Who told B-Ross just wait on him because he going to try. When it goes and get tough, Robbie going to try to get an aggressive dunk.
That's a good backdoor
at the worst, and it's at the worst time too. Like a team could go on like a little 5-7 point run, and then Robbie think he needs to make something spectacular, gets blocked, and then you have a easy transition bucket going the other way.
Yeah,
you gotta pick your spots.
That's true. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. So you're telling me Robbie has a tendency to take some ill-advised shots, huh?
100%.
Yeah.
Robbie know that he knows.
I think it was the third. Go to memory. I think it was like the third shot of the last game of their first game. They were up 5-0. Starting off good. He goes up for a contested layup.
What a
Hey,
that's kind of what
we can only finish with finishing.
That's what we talked about in the last that we commentated on. Seb brought out a point that Hunter's game really is just going spot up, shoot. BG said he really wanted to see Hunter like a presence as far as the post game, and Seb mentioned that that's what they have in Chris. Chris can affected the game from outside, but also on the inside too. So
Hunter, he knows how to post, but that build isn't built for that.
So that's a prime example right there of what we was talking about earlier. If trade scenarios did come up, that's kind of why the market for Hunter might not be as big because
Yeah.
like we already got what we get from Hunter and all of our bigs.
Yeah, yeah. And just looking
Good
at
defense, Hunter.
this early on right now, Chris is going right at him. We knew, we all know Chris get that take
But
is going to the post.
here's the thing where IQ and team awareness come into it though. They know he has take. It's 2-3 dribble max. He's going up, and he hardly passes out of that. So why leave Hunter on an island if you see that he got take?
That's a very good point. And oh, there goes my bro. And as Phil scores, it's funny. I want to bring up just for a second talk about Phil. I don't know. As I see them getting back on defense, Phil is guarding Hunter, by the way. And I don't know, like Phil's getting talked about enough, but I think he makes, he's what makes Chris so potent right now because he's doing all the little dirty work, and that is very underrated. He's guarding Phil has guarded the bigs now. He's guarded B. Ross and Hunter, and he's helping box out stuff like that. So Phil's doing a big
but
valuable
those bigs
part
that
there.
you mentioned too, though, don't have a post presence like that. You feel me?
Very
Because
true.
there's no way I'm letting a power forward get away with guarding my big if they had a post present.
Very true.
So they like the matchup has been favorable. Like if they went against like a you on you have a 6'8" though, so I don't know if you'd be posting up like that. But if they, like Kyle, when he had his 7'3", there's no way Phil would be stopping that.
Oh no! So
even with Phil guarding Hunter though, if you get Hunter from corner cutting baseline,
right,
you hit him in stride, he's still gonna get a dunk off. Like he's got a 92 standing dunk and a relatively good driving dunk for a center, I believe. So even if you can still attack that matchup, even if it's not coming directly from the post.
Yeah.
And it seems like Ryan's trying to run point guard, and I don't know if that.
They go to classic tick foul by Ryan.
Yeah, that's his patented move. Hey, G, when we're talking about patented moves, what made you start going with the floater? Because you got that thing down, Pat. What made you, start rocking with that?
I mean, the way my build is a necessity. Like I don't really have high driving dunk. I have a 45 driving dunk. So you got to find other ways to like get to that. And this 2K actually floater.
That's your pull.
Right there is what we mentioned about James running the guard.
Look a little
out of shot at James, but they see in the passes late. Last game,
that's Lou's pool.
Lou had one shot last game,
and now you're contesting.
Sometimes that's on Lou too, though. He be too hesitant.
So that's what we mentioned. Last shot, Lou had one game. We said we need more from Lou, but in that right there in that sequence, James had Lou wide open and was just dribbling the ball and missed him.
And then Lou hit Ryan in the corner, and Ryan, I don't know what that was. He just held the ball for 5 seconds. You got to take, that's what we take what the defense give us.
Icons up.
Could
have been frustration by him not, pulling. Could be a couple things.
Yeah. So when we get to halftime, that's when
Hunter got to stop there, but they let that man do 4 or 5 dribble.
Yeah.
Like,
it's some things like the Pirates don't have a bad team, but they gotta work. They gotta get some things ironed out, and they need to do it quickly, or they're gonna be looking at Cancun early. So
that's a
shot.
So
hey, I'll say this: Seth made that bill with a 92 3 ball. Good for him.
Yeah,
gives him a whole another element.
Look a little.
Yeah,
missed him again.
Yeah.
Missed him again. Like, I'm not getting it.
Layup.
Lou got to speak up though. He got to be vocal about stuff like that.
He
just don't stand there and don't say nothing. Like call out, like make it known. Like
like if you're watching Robbie's stream with his audio settings, you can hear every player except Hunter. Lou doesn't say a word about calling for a shot. But when you're that wide, time to time.
Yeah, you gotta speak up.
So a lot of wide open shots being missed.
Look at him.
Bro, you know what? I never noticed it this blatantly, but they're passing around that man.
He opened on the elbow every time, man.
Wow. Yeah, they got it.
Which allows which allows that switch from Hunter to Phil, or from Phil guarding
Because
Hunter.
Chris is just
Chris
dropping every time. He's dropping, leaving it.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's not for Lou to shoot, that's gonna make Chris be disciplined. Like, if he make the pass when he's trying to rotate, that's easy buckets every time. What a bill out.
Good take, Phil.
Wow. 2K robbed him. That was that anchor right there, I'm guessing.
Not from Robbie's the one who jumped. Robbie got
that's 2K cheese.
They're just they're missing the
Robbie had 0 defense on that build.
Wow.
Oh,
attack that man.
They missing. They're making the pass a second too late every time.
The
scary thing is, it's
Good
just
shot there by
offenses. They only down to, or no, they up to.
Yeah. Now, so you saying that, right? We go into halftime. If they're still up, even if they're up by 2, who should be concerned? It should be concerned. Them, because they haven't played great offense this half, so it could get better. Or should the bad boys be concerned? What y'all thinking?
The bad boys should have had his game.
Good shot, Lou.
Lou.
Come on, Lou.
He was too deep, I think, on that one.
He was open. You gotta take that.
I mean, he's got to do something. He's got to do something. We need something from Lou, and we need it ASAP.
Reset. Yup.
They're all out of whack.
Yeah, the
zone recovery defense
haven't really been looking good.
So you gotta know if you're guarding. Said really ain't gonna dribble like that.
3. Spin, go. That's me. All right, good stop, Hunter.
Good job, Hunter.
Hey, it's there for Chris every time he getting to the rim. He getting the shot that he wants. He's just not making it.
Low.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Ryan's coming out trying to be aggressive though.
That's a bad take though. That's on 3 people. That's a bad take.
It is. He's trying. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to be aggressive. He's just got to pick his spots better. Lou, shoot this.
You can be aggressive.
Shoot, Lou.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yo.
Hit him again.
But you can be aggressive, but be smart.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes, I think if I'm going to the half, I think if I'm bad boys, I'm probably more worried, or I'm more concerned than I am if I'm the Pirates.
Yeah, because how bad they playing and missing people, they still up.
They should be up double digits.
Hey, right there.
Yeah. All right. So we're at halftime. Just off a cursory glance here, looking at these box scores, I guess I got Hunter as
Hunter is winning that right now. Off 3 shots, 2 for 3, 13 rebound, 2 assists.
Yeah.
Chris is 2 for 5.
Let's get into this real quick. So we got us on here.
Before you get into that real quick, Brandon, at the box score, disclaimer: we challenged Said to keep his matchup to either under 11 points or 40% shooting, and he's about to lose that matchup. His matchup is Robbie.
Yeah, his matchup is Robbie.
That's a disclaimer. Said wants to be in the DPOY talk. So.
Yeah. We mentioned DPOY talks, so we gave him a challenge, and right now I'm still pulling for my guy, but let's see what happens this second half. Now I want I'm ahead of you guys.
Hey,
that's tough. That's tough. So now let's get into this. Aus, we got you here. Your thoughts on your team, right? So I guess I'm gonna ask you this because the trade went down, and thus far, good block, my boy. Thus far, Darius says it said in the previous episode too. Right now, or I don't know if he said it in the previous trade. Maybe we can talk about it off air. But right now, that trade, the blockbuster trade, ain't looking so great on either side due to circumstances for you guys more so. But on either side, it's not looking too great. So, give me some thoughts on just on the trade in general and how you feeling about your team. I guess recovering from the aftermath of the Achilles tear or Achilles rupture.
Found that nigga.
Yeah, I mean, so I think you can give a more accurate read of James's side of the trade because you've been able to see it. For our team, you don't know the results of what it would have been because of 2K getting involved. It took a minute to get adjusted. So adjustment again, getting Tyler over Yoke. But I think all in all, we're gonna be straight.
Okay. Did you have any input on that trade? as the franchise player? Or I'm sorry, not the trade. I meant the pickup.
It was really JP did not. He asked me if it was okay. He knew he had to make a move. He asked if I was cool with Tyler being added, and I said yes. So that would have been the extent of that. It wasn't like a conference call or anything.
Gotcha.
From a teammate perspective, as we had this conversation, what do you feel like Tyler's most valuable asset is that he brings to the team? I just want to see from a teammate perspective, somebody who plays the point guard, what do you feel like Tyler brings to your team?
He gives me a knockdown. I've won 2 chips with him. Each year he's played the role he's sliding into now. I'm comfortable with it. I know what shots he wants to get. And within the offense, it should be there. So far it's not a secret. If you look at our box scores, I don't like to shoot the 3 that much. I got a bunch of other people that do, so adding Tyler is gonna even add even more to that.
A bunch of other people that do.
Now, also, I got one more question for you. You said Tyler, his play style is more of a spot up.
Hey, let's go. Sorry, Darius. I'm sorry. That was
finish. As we see, strong finish on top of the big man's head.
But
so you mentioned Tyler's a spot up shooter, which obviously he brings value with that. And not to make a comparison, but when you did have your games with Yote, because that was a conversation, with Yote possibly be somebody to replace Kyle. What do you feel like Yote would have brought to your team, especially again as you being a franchise player, somebody that controls the ball? Do you think he would have added some type of value with maybe just being like a creator or
Yeah, I think he definitely is.
Hey, Austin, can I interrupt for just a sec? I just want to say, just watching this, I don't like that shot there, James, because he has take, and this is the trap that I think a lot of us fall into. You get take, and you want to take a jump shot. He had Ace backpedaling, and then Ace closed out for a jump shot. He should have blown right past him. But I'm sorry, Austin, continue.
Nice call.
Yeah, no. I think with Yote is definitely more of a shot creator than Tyler is. I've played games with Tyler where off the dribble, but I think he's more okay with going into a spot up role. Yote definitely did it for us for those couple games. Got some clutch steals for us too, which were invaluable.
Shot, boy. It's like that. They expanded that lead.
Yep.
But yeah, I think all in all, it puts more pressure on me as the primary, though, having Tyler instead of Yote throughout the whole course of the game, which I'm fine with.
That's what franchise players.
I like having if in the clutch situation, I want to be what the reason we want to lose.
Okay.
If it comes down to it.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna say this too. And this is in my opinion, I kind of wrote you guys off early. I wrote you guys off. I thought I just want to point out that's another one that goes down on the big man's head. Highlights. I'm not trying to start. I'm just saying we got a lot of highlights down there in the paint. Yeah, we'll see how the game finishes out.
Wide open in the post.
Oh no! And now they got team take.
Team take.
Oh boy, it's getting scary.
What a steal! That's one thing Luke could do. He for sure played.
Oh no! Oh boy!
Foul save. Foul.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, it wasn't a foul.
Goaltender counted. Bucket counted.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Bucket counted. Wow. Yeah, it gets scary when that team takes pop up. I know that much. The bad boys need to stop the bleeding badly at this point. It's they got some time.
Good bucket there, left, though.
They got time, but they're running out of it. So let's get into this. Let's get into this. So real quick, and I was about to ask Aus this too. You made a big adjustment going to your big man. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. A lot of people wrote Division off early.
I did.
Folks was writing him off.
Brandon being one of them.
Yeah.
Hold on. I never wrote that man off. I said that his 35 speed was going to be a killer, and I still think it is. But I'm not writing that man off. I think he's been doing his thing. And I just want to say, Aus made that adjustment to change his mindset, knowing that he can't just aggressively attack the paint, knowing that his big man's got to be kind of fill that spot. And you guys have, you won the last game, made some adjustments, and that's what, number one overall picks are supposed to do. Now, that being said, let's talk about this MVP race. Who we got as like just give me 3 names. Give me some names out here. What y'all seeing from the games that have been played? You can name teammates if you want, whatever. Just give me 3 names. Somebody.
So let me double check here. So I think it should be someone from the top 3 teams. Personally, I think if you're 4 or 5, it kind of knocks you out of being in the MVP race, especially 5. So, like for me, it knocks Robbie out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Ace, Renzo, and Vision. That's my race. No particular order there. That's just the 3 players I think from the top 3 teams.
Vision meaning division. You're big man. We talking division.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
A hot take. I like that.
Okay. I like, it's kind of hard to, my bias. I'm going with my guy, Renzo. Got us. He's leading the leading the number one team right now. We're right now in the standings. I got to see some more from him though, and I got to see, on defense so far. Every matchup he's been strapping in. We're gonna see how he continues to do that for the rest of the season, and how he keeps his teammates involved. And as he does that as a point guard, I see him in that MVP talk. But let's talk about division here, because I think that was like, if we being honest, basing it off of previous 2Ks, nobody would have even thought he would be in the MVP race. So what you see in let's go with George. What you see in division that would even give him a chance to win the MVP?
I mean, you put all the factors together, the build that he's playing on to be doing what he's doing, that within itself is speaking volume. Like he said, it's double-double. 17, 15, and 4.5 blocks. It speaks. I would like to see him do something more than just bashing square when he's in that paint, but it's working. It's working. So you can't knock it. It's working. So hopefully he keeps it up till voting comes through. But so far, it seems to be working for him.
Yeah. I'm gonna add a little thought here too. The part that I would say
31-point game, y'all.
Yeah, this is crazy. I did not see this coming. The part that adds to him being a possible MVP is the fact that the game he lagged out, his team lost, and it was a close game, and they were up when he was there. So add that. I mean, that's a big part. That plays a part. Darius, you got any thoughts?
They're still going to lose though.
I mean, I got 2 right now, just Ace and Renzo. I do like the division. The division thought. I don't know. I kind of agree with G. I need to see a little more before I put him in the MVP conversation, but I don't mind his name being thrown in there. Like I said, what he's doing on the defensive end, just really like locking the paint down. And even though I think we all would like to see him do a little more, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Like he mashing square, but he doing it efficiently and is leading his team to win. So I mean, I guess his name do got to be in the MVP conversation. It don't got to be, all.
They're down 35.
This is they're doubled up at this point pretty much. I didn't expect this.
I was looking at G's box scores. He got a couple games that kind of make you not want to throw his name in there, but I like what he's been doing too from the guard position, just with the points that he's being able to score for his team, but also dishing the ball at a very efficient level. So I wouldn't mind seeing G name in there neither.
Oh my God.
Let's get to the I guess we got what DPOY now. I'm trying to remember how we were doing 6-man. Was there a 6-man award or no? I'm not
I
sure if
mean,
there was.
if there's anything for reserve, Yote's gonna win.
Yeah, Yote's going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not
pretty much. We had that conversation. Yote might be an all-star, to be honest.
Yeah, so we were talking about this because if there's any criteria for being an all-star, I'm pretty sure part of it is games played, and Yote has played like 11 games or something. I don't know, I might be exaggerating the number, but it's pretty high.
I
And
mean, he played all 4 for
Yeah.
us.
yeah, he's playing one for my team tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
I know he played 1 for James's team.
Yeah,
So that'd be 6.
That's at least 6. Yeah, so I mean, the criteria, if we iron out, Yote might be
He
an
already
all-star.
met the criteria. So
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that being said,
as
though,
far as DPOY, again, you gotta have the division's name in there. It's hard to really kind of like give a true award for DPOY outside of the big men because it's such a zone-based league that you never really see anybody like really go and stop their matchup. But I mean, division is definitely he got to be number 1 in the conversation for DPOY.
well, Said lost that whole.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. So we challenged Said on that, but it's like they're not. Are they playing man?
Yeah, let me throw this in there because my team has not played zone yet. I'm just gonna throw that out there for those that know.
Your team hasn't
I
played
mean,
zone.
from y'all's team,
Brandon should get some type of recognition as far as DPOY. I do believe that. But I think,
is it him or is it Ben Leak though? Because isn't he averaging like 4 steals a game or something?
He's averaging 4 steals a game, but if you look at them box scores and look at the opposing front courts, and then just let me know, But I'm not even saying this to put my name in the hat because I'm gonna do what I do regardless if I get recognition or not. But I'm just looking at it. There's certain times where I like to look at, and this is again if they're in man. Now, meanwhile, I just want to point this out. Robbie had 29 points. That can't happen on your DPOY. I'm just gonna say that.
Sorry, say.
get it back in blood next year. Get it back in blood next year.
In such a small sample size of 12 games, 1 or 2 games like that, it almost takes you out of consideration.
Yeah. That can't happen. Let me see if I'm able to rewind it because I want to do what we did last game and kind of pause it with the box score up. But if not, then we'll just have to catch it from the Discord. I don't see that I'm able to rewind it. So
if he already ended his stream, you'll have to go back to his channel and do it that way.
Let's try it.
I got the box. Well, the box. Sage just asked about it.
Let me know when it's posted because I can always go right to the Discord channel and pull it up from there because this game's not added yet. So we're just gonna let the previous game play in the background for a little bit. And before we wrap up, so we talked about okay, let me pull it up real fast.
Yeah, you knew James wasn't gonna take no time posting that one. Come on now.
All right. Let's see if can I expand it any larger? I don't know, but
32. That shooting percentage though, 32 of 49. That you don't see that much.
Yeah.
Like that well of a shooting percentage for a team.
And 12 for 20 from 3 as well. Especially on this 2K. That's very good. I'm looking at that box score. Ryan and Robbie were angry and they took over. That's what that looked like to me. Just from watching the gameplay and as well as the box score, Robbie and Ryan, they weren't happy about that loss. So, they stepped up big time.
And Lou ended up with 12 points, 4 for 6, 4 for 5 from 3. They need to be consistent with that. Feature that man from 3-point line, bro.
Yeah. And on the back end now, so this puts James' team at 2-4. What is the Bad Boys record now?
I think they're 2-3.
So they had 2 losses already. They lost to us and they lost to the
Ball
Hogs.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So now we go from them looking at potentially being
and we play them again this week.
Oh boy.
Well, basically, Austin saying they 2-4 pretty much.
100%.
Wow, we're looking at a potential major shakeup to the
Hey,
standings
all I'm
here.
saying it. He had a bunch of hype. 4 turnovers, 9 assists, 1 for 5.
All's coming at you, Ace. Let's put some names on it. Make sure that's what you're talking about, correct? I just want to put some
Yes,
names
sir.
on it.
So
All
that's
right, so
what we mentioned in the last channel with Pirates. It was kind of almost cold red time, but Sad brought it up. Well, if they win the next game, like is that easily you're back in the mix? The number
yeah,
2 seed only had 2 wins, so now maybe you don't have to really worry that whole trading scenario that we were talking about. Pirates might have to look.
Well, that's the thing too, though. I ain't think it needed to be trade scenario. They just had to figure out what they needed. Like they have a good team, bro. There's no way you should have them people on your team. And
yeah.
it's just they got to figure it out.
Now, do we talk about? So we just talked about this man in the MVP hunt. Now, your MVP, and regardless of whether he wins MVP or not, this is coming from the potentially like your best player on your team, or if not, second best player. And you're in a they were to me, this was must win for the bad boys. Like we were talking about how it was must win for the Pirates. The bad boys are 2-3, potentially could be 2-4 after this week. They're gonna be in the same zone as the Pirates. So do we talk about, if you're an MVP, can you afford to have games like this? We only got 12 games. I don't see an MVP. Your MVP cannot afford to have a 1 for 5 with 4 turnovers. I mean,
You gotta,
tough.
if that happens, you gotta come back with like a 30-10 game with just a couple turnovers. You know what I mean? Like something crazy on the other side to negate this one game.
Yeah, yeah. And
once again, I credited him making the build, getting that 92 3-ball. Said can't lead your team with 14 shots. It's not there. I mean, Ace they did a good job containing him. Your best player, I think it's Ace. You might be able to make a case for Chris. Gotta take more than 5 shots, even if he's trying to get the offense set up.
Yeah, I saw him pass up on some. It's one of those. Yeah, pass up on some shots. He had James. He got him on a snatch back where he could have pulled it. He had him on a blow by where he should have went up with it and he kicked it. So yeah, we need to see some more Ace. We need to see you be a little bit more aggressive. And I think I know that Said had mentioned that was addressed before, and you got to keep it up. It's got to be consistent. Your team really, they kind of need you to lead them. And sometimes it can't just be with the assists. Like it looks like you guys had some issues on offense scoring this time. And Taken's, I had Taken's high on my draft board because of his shooting ability. As of yet in league play, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it at all.
I haven't seen it even when we've done rec runs, but that's just me.
Hey, I mean, I can't defend it right now.
I've seen it a couple times. He doesn't want to be a spot up. He wants to be a shot creator. But when you're running this kind of offense with Ace running it, sometimes you just got to be a spot up. You can't be a shot creator. You got to play your role.
Yeah. A lot of times that's what comes in the winning. You got to sacrifice.
Yeah. And then let's get into the real brief here. The battles of the big reds. Wavy versus Hunter.
Hunter won that. Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said it wasn't even close, Oz?
It's 11,
same points on 3 less shots, 8 more boards, 5 more assists. Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put my vote in the Hunter hat for this one. Hunter definitely won that battle. And Hunter said put some respect on his name. He don't have to post up to be a deadly big. So we're gonna keep watching up for Hunter. And before we close out this podcast, I wanted to take a second just let's get into the All-Stars. So we explained in the last pod that it's going to be 9 All-Stars. So thus far, just give me let's go with about a little bit over half. Let's go with five guys that you think we know that the MVPs, the Ace and Renzo, and I'll even say Division should be All-Stars. So give me 5 guys outside of those 3 that you think should be in the All-Star game. Anybody.
So not including those 5?
Not including those 3.
Those 3, I'm sorry. Yeah, those 3, you want 5.
I mean, I got G in there, yo.
Yeah, I got Yoke, George, probably BG. Going back and looked at the numbers. Robbie. And
are we putting in regardless of position being played?
Yeah,
at this point, yeah, just give me 5 names. Because I'm gonna add to your to also
Robbie, George, Yo, BG.
I'm gonna go with JP, Wayne. Bro. Ooh, that's a good one too.
Possibly Wayne.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Wayne name in there. I don't know. I think JP, like as Brandon mentioned, a couple podcasts ago, I don't know if we've seen enough from JP.
I gotta look back at the box scores because I didn't see
looking at him now. Hold on.
Tell me what he had in their very last
first game. He had 7.
Yeah, last game he had 5. He had 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting, 1 assist.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'll say this though. Last game, I came out as a man on a mission. I lost to George and them. I was ticked off. I think I took like the first 8 shots of that game. Like I was not,
Oh, hey, I'm tripping. I mean, Aus was naming the players, but we'd be remiss to name Aus if we miss Aus. He's definitely in there.
So I said Austin G.
Yeah. I'm thinking like just off of that, those are some names out there we definitely gonna see as some high vote getters, I'm sure. And we've explained in the last pod, so you have to go back and watch and listen to that one or watch that one. We explained how it's going to work as far as with the voting. Again, I will reiterate, everyone is eligible for the All-Star game, but it's still going to go off of votes, and we'll break it down to position as well. After the votes are collected, so everyone is eligible. But those guys, that's a good little list right there.
So the big man basically ain't getting no love outside of division.
I said BG.
Yeah. All right, you did say BG.
I said BG. I think Chris and Hunter have both had inconsistencies that kind of negate it for right now.
Yeah, B. Ross kind of,
Ross, he had a game with like no shot attempts, so like 2 shot attempts.
He's not making this statement really, So, hey, it's the last week. People got to go hard if they want to get their name, really talked about in the All-Star voting. So hopefully we got some good basketball this week.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see if guys start, chasing these awards and the status, and it starts affecting the teams. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. It's not worth it if you're trying to win, because it's like the NBA. You got some guys that want the individual accolades, and you want some guys that want the ultimate accolade of the ring. So we're gonna see if that affects people's play.
Now my big man averaging 17 rebound too. Now put some respect on it.
I appreciate it.
Game.
Appreciate it.
I need
appreciate you calling out your man.
I need Division to go after that MVP. So Division, next game, I need to see about 7 threes from you. Don't pass these niggas the ball.
Yeah. So any closing thoughts here? Us again, thank you for joining us as a special guest for this episode. Let me see. I guess your team has what, 2 wins?
2 and 2. 2 and 2. Think we should be 3 and 1, but internet wasn't on our side. But we got a couple. We got a couple chances this week. Hopefully, we end week 3, 4 and 2, and only building from there.
Gotcha. We might have a slight issue here before I wrap this up. We need Ced to be here to stop recording. I don't know if Ced's around.
He's here.
Okay. So as we're about to wrap up, I was challenged.
You yourself said?
No, he's not on this episode. We're gonna bring him back for another episode. He's not here technically. He's in the background producing. So
he can respond in the comments like everybody else.
There you go. As we go to wrap this up, I was challenged by Darius that with my team being Dream Chasers, I gotta have some lyrics. So I'm gonna just go with this one since I'm appreciating getting some love. No, listen, I'm appreciating getting some love, from my guys as far as like the DPOY and All-Star. So I'm gonna just say, I used to pray for times like this to ball like this. So I had to grind like this to shine like this. And I'm gonna leave it at that, So
I get that a B plus. That's a classic. That's a Philadelphia staple. So I give you a classic for using that. If y'all don't know that, y'all gotta go Google that. That's a Philadelphia staple. We play it everywhere. Graduations, weddings, it don't matter. We play it at the memorial service if we got to.
I thought that's been replaced though, Darius.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do not like that.
You don't want to rock.
Absolutely not. And with that, let's bounce. We out.
I'll see y'all boys.
All right, fellas. Appreciate it.